Hello everyone, welcome back to Evie's Ocean. Today I'll be showing you some of the best shells of my collection. Some of them were sent to me by some friends, and others I bought or found on my own. So let's get started. So first is the pink conch, also known as the queen conch, and found in the Bahamas. We were at a restaurant and when they pull the whelk right out of the salt water, and we had conch fritters in them. So that's it for that shell. Up next is this ginormous horse conch, 14 inches, probably one of the biggest shells in my collection. Well, tied with another one, but this one was found in the Gulf of Mexico. It was donated to me by one of my shelling friends. It's really big. So up next we have the cutout of the horse conch, which is the one I just showed you. So each little section here it's all covered up by the shell except here, which is where the little upper column was, also known as the foot of the snail is. So that's all I have for the horse conch. Up next, we have the Atlantic oyster. It looks like it had a pearl in it because usually oysters that had pearls in them are real flat there, and it's flat. Looks like it has some sand dollars in it, like a piece. And it might not be too exciting for you, but it's pretty exciting for me. It's the biggest oyster I ever found. So next is this very, very heavy lightning whelk. It's 12 inches. It was sent to me by a shelling friend, the same one who sent me the horse conch. In every shell that has this little part here, snail shells, whelks, conchs, they all have an upper column or a foot, which are the same thing. So that's all I have for the lightning whelk. It's as big as my head. So next we have this queen helmet shell. I'll tell you the story of this. So I was going thrifting with my mom when I came across this thing. It's a queen helmet shell, and there's a little hole in there, but it's not actually broken. It's actually just was used for a horn in Hawaii, because they usually use horns for like special events like weddings and ceremonies. And I'll try to show you that what it sounds like. This is one of my bigger bear paw clams. The bear claw clams look more like a claw, but this looks more like a paw. So these are very rare and found in Florida. I forget where I got this one. Well, I got it from my mom, I think. So next up we have two tritons. The Atlantic triton, the smaller one, and the Pacific triton. You can tell the difference by their notches here. So, I got these from Christmas from my mom and dad. This is one of the biggest shells in the ocean and one of the biggest shells in my collection, tying with the horse conch at 14 inches. They were exactly the same size, not even a millimeter apart. So now I want to show you special shells that I have, like the 6-legged starfish. I bought this at a store and I just had to get it because I've never seen a 6-legged starfish before. Here, I'll flip it off. And then you have a brown paper nautilus. Very delicate. I can see why they call it a paper nautilus. There's like a little like squid-like animal coming out of it. Like all nautilus. Chamber nautilus, pearl nautilus, paper nautilus. That's a brown paper nautilus. Chamber nautilus. So here is the Sanibel Big 5. Junonia, a perfect one. I got this one from a shelling friend. They're really beautiful, but very, very rare. If you find one, you're in a shell club. Which I found a piece of a Junonia while I was on a beach in the Gulf of Mexico. They're very rare because they live at the bottom of the sea. Then we have the Scotch bonnet, another very rare one. It's real nice too, and there's been a lot of these at shell shows. And then we have an alphabet cone that I found. Sometimes it has little letters on it. Like, oh, I found the C on this one. It's hard to see, but sometimes I've seen E's on them. I've seen G's on alphabet cones. A whole bunch of letters. And then we have the Leno trap. This is another one I found. A really beautiful white shell. And then we have another bear paw clam that I got from my mom. And that's the Sanibel Big 5. I hope to find my own Junonia and Scotch bonnet because in just a month from now, I'll be going to 10,000 Islands on a treasure seeker shell tour. So I'm really excited. And I'm going to visit the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum on Sanibel Island. So that's it for this episode. Leave down in the comments below what your favorite shell of this episode was. So bye and subscribe. Hope you like this video. So follow me on Instagram at EVOcean. And when I get back from my shelling tour in Sanibel Island shell, I'll show you all the great treasures and some videos along the way. So bye! Let's put this one together too. Put it with this one together.